everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review of a few different skincare products from ALDI. As we all know, ALDI are known for their product dupes, but in particular their skincare dupes. And I've got a lot of different products here that I've tested over the space of about a year when they've brought out different things at different times, with the most recent one that I purchased about a month ago. So I've used all of these products for a minimum of about 4 weeks, so I feel like I've used them for long enough to be able to give you a fair review. Just a reference, my skin type is combination oily. More combination now that we're heading into the colder months, but I do still get a bit oily on my T-zone all year round, but I find that all of these products have worked really well for my skin type. The products I'm reviewing are from ALDI's Lacura range, which is super affordable and also really good. So I'm going to start with their Pink Clay Hot Cloth Cleanser. This one is meant to be a dupe for the Earle Cleanse and Polish, and as you can see, the packaging is fairly similar other than the colours. You get 200ml of product in each, but the biggest difference is the price. The Earle cleanser is £27 and the ALDI version is £3.99, so it's quite a big difference. As you can see, I've used both of these, and to compare them, there isn't that big a difference really. They both come with a cloth, which is great, and even the texture of the cloth isn't that different, but for a cleanser they are both fantastic. So this Pink Clay Hot Cloth Cleanser gently cleanses and exfoliates to reveal naturally healthy looking skin, and is also suitable for all skin types. So I use this as the first step in my cleansing routine. So what I will do is, if I've got a full face of makeup on, I will apply this onto dry skin straight over my makeup and just work it into my face. I actually include my eyes, but it does say on the back to avoid contact with eyes. I mean, I'd probably listen to this, but I have done it and it's been okay, but I would probably listen to their advice. So I apply this all over my skin to remove my makeup, and then I wet the cloth with some hot water and I just wipe it all around my face, and I find that this does a really good job of removing the bulk of my makeup. Whenever I've used this, I've never had any skin reaction. It doesn't make my skin irritated or red or sore. In fact, it leaves my skin feeling really clean and refreshed and ready for the next step in my routine. So if you're looking for a good cleanser that brings off the majority of your makeup but doesn't sting your face, this one I would definitely recommend. Like I say, it is very similar to the Earle, so if you've wanted to try this but maybe it's a bit out of your budget, I would definitely recommend trying this one as an alternative. I think ALDI's version is just as good, so if you're looking to save a bit of money, then I would definitely recommend investing in this cleanser. Next up, I've got the Lacura Glycolic Daily Cleansing Pads, and as you can probably tell from the packaging, these are a dupe for the Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Pads. They look pretty much the same, and to be honest, they're not that much different either. I have tried the Nip and Fab ones, but not for a number of years, so I can't remember exactly what they were like, but these, from what I can remember, are very similar. They are exfoliating facial pads to improve skin texture and tone for a brighter and more radiant complexion. Again, there is a big difference in price. These cost £2.49 for 60 pads, and for the same amount with Nip and Fab, theirs are £16.95. When I first used these, I thought that the pads were maybe slightly smaller and thinner than the Nip and Fab ones. They look like this, and the texture is pretty much the same. Even though I thought they were slightly drier than the Nip and Fab ones, you can still use just one for a full sweep of your face. I find that that is enough. You can also use another one if you wanted a little bit more product. I've been using these every evening on my skin for about 4 weeks, and I have noticed quite a big difference. In fact, I then went out and bought another 2 tubs just in case they stopped stocking them, because sometimes with ALDI they bring in things as like a special buy and then they never stock them again. But I really like them, so I went out and bought some more just in case. But I think these ones are a brilliant alternative if the Nip and Fab ones are slightly out of your price range. These do just as good a job. Whenever I've used these, I haven't noticed any reaction to my skin. It doesn't irritate it, it doesn't make it sting, but I do think it's helped to improve the texture of my skin, which is great. So if you're looking for an easy way to exfoliate your skin, then I would definitely recommend these pads. They're just as good as the Nip and Fab ones, but a lot cheaper. The next product I've been using is the Refining and Mattifying Pink Clay Exfoliating Face Scrub. As you can see from the packaging, this one looks a lot like the Sand and Sky Exfoliator. I think it's called the Australian Pink Clay Flash Perfection Exfoliator or something along those lines, but it looks a lot like that. Now, I've personally never tried the Sand and Sky Exfoliator for one reason: the price. When I looked it up earlier, their version cost £36.90, which is insane for an exfoliator, and this one from ALDI cost me £2.99. So it was a no-brainer that I was going to go for this one. I imagine the ingredients are quite similar as with a lot of their dupes, but obviously I can't give you a comparison because I've never used the Sand and Sky one, but from this one that I have been using, I have actually really liked it. So this is the Refining and Mattifying Pink Clay Exfoliating Face Scrub. You get 100ml worth of product for £2.99, which is an absolute bargain, and what this does is the dual action exfoliating face scrubber mask absorbs oil and helps to refine pores. So not only can you use it as an exfoliator, but it can also be like a 2-in-1, and you can use it as a mask as well. You can either apply it to cleansed, wet skin and massage for 30 seconds and then wash it off, or if you want to use it as a mask, you can leave it on for 5 minutes and then rinse it off after that. Now, I know a lot of physical scrubs and exfoliators like this one have been given a bit of a bad rep recently because apparently the granules are so rough that they can cause micro tears in your skin. I bought this one quite a long time ago, and it was before I really read up on that. The granules granules in this are quite large and rough, which is fine if you're not really scrubbing it into your skin too harshly, but it might also work better for some people as a body exfoliator because of how harsh it is, especially those with sensitive skin. But when I've used this, I've always had a good experience. It's never left my skin feeling sore or irritated afterwards. I'd only use this maybe once or twice a week because you don't want to overdo it. Whenever I've used this exfoliator, it's always left my skin feeling soft and clean afterwards, and it also doesn't leave my skin feeling tight, which I know a lot of exfoliators can do. So if you're looking for a physical exfoliator that doesn't break the bank but actually does a good job, then I would definitely recommend this one. The next couple of products I'm going to talk to you about are toners. Now the first one that I've tried is the Lacura Revitalising Facial Tonic, which you may think looks a little bit like the Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic, and this is because this is a dupe of the Earle one. The packaging is very similar, the colours are very similar, and the ingredients again are very similar. As you can see, I've used both and I really like both of them, but just like with the other products, I haven't noticed that big a difference between the two. You get 200ml worth of products in both of these, but as you can imagine, the pricing is quite different. The Earle one retails at £16, whereas the ALDI one retails at £2.99. And like I say, I've used both and I haven't noticed a huge difference between the two. So the Lacura Revitalising Facial Tonic refreshes, soothes and tones skin for a more radiant, fresh face feel, and it is also vegan friendly too. It also says at the bottom it's skincare with aloe vera, vitamin E and eucalyptus oil and extracts of chamomile, rosemary and white tea. So as you can imagine, it smells amazing. This one is suitable for all skin types, and it does also say that it's suitable for sensitive skin as well. I've used this after I've cleansed my face after taking my makeup off, and even when I've gone around my face with a cotton pad, it has still removed makeup that I thought had come off in the cleansing process, which is why it's so important to tone your skin as well. This product is really nice to use both in the morning and in the evening, and it just leaves your skin feeling super clean, either ready to apply makeup or ready for bed. Again, just like with the others, I haven't experienced any irritation or anything. I haven't had a reaction to this one. It's just a really nice soothing and calming toner that is perfect for everyday use. In terms of the comparison with the Earle one, like I said before, there isn't a huge difference other than the price. They're both fantastic products and have their own ingredients that work in their own separate ways, but if you're looking for skincare on a budget that does the job of a higher end product, then I would definitely recommend the ALDI version of the Earle toner, as it leaves my skin feeling really nice and refreshed and clean. And I think this Lacura dupe is a brilliant alternative to the more expensive Earle version. The second toner that I've tried from ALDI is their Healthy Glow Rose Toner, which looks a lot like the Pixi Rose Tonic. Now I've never tried any of the products from the Pixi range just because they are quite pricey. This one cost me £3.99 and the Pixi Rose Tonic retails at £18 for the same amount of product as well, so I thought I would try this one first. This is their moisturising and calming toner with hyaluronic acid, and it's scented with rose and elderflower. It's also worth noting that this one is alcohol free, which is great because there are a lot of toners out there that are similar to this which can really dry out and irritate your skin, but this one has felt really nice on my skin and I haven't had any redness or irritation at all. It also says on the back that it is vegetarian and vegan friendly, which is great, and this toner is there to help soothe and refresh your skin and give it a little bit of a healthy glow. But the fact that this one doesn't have any alcohol in it really helps to soothe your skin without that dried out feeling, which a lot of toners with alcohol can do. So if you're looking for an alternative to the Pixi Glow Tonic or the Pixi Rose Tonic, obviously I can't compare the difference between the two because I haven't tried the other one, but if you're looking for a similar alternative, then I would definitely recommend trying this one, especially during the colder months when your skin needs a little bit more of a glow. I feel like this does exactly that. Next, I'm going to move on to moisturiser, and the one that I've tried from ALDI is the Lacura Moisture Boost, which looks a lot like the Clinique Moisture Surge, which I've actually spoken about in a previous favourites video, and I absolutely loved it, but what I didn't love so much was the price tag. It is very expensive for what it is, so I thought I would try the ALDI version instead. So this is the Moisture Boost Hydrating Gel Moisturiser. I like this so much, I actually went out and bought another one because, like I said with the Glycolic pads, sometimes with ALDI they bring stuff in and then you never see them again, so I thought I would go and purchase another one just in case they don't stock it again. This one costs £4.99, whereas the Clinique one retails at £37. It looks and feels pretty much the same to the Clinique moisturiser. It's got that same consistency, that same pinky colour inside, and it also feels very smooth and silky just like the other one. I love the gel texture as I feel like it sinks into my skin a lot easier and it doesn't leave my skin feeling greasy, but it does leave my skin super hydrated, and I feel like it's perfect for both mornings and evenings too. I've been using this one every day, both morning and evening, for about 4 to 5 weeks now, and I've never had any reaction to it. It hydrates my skin well, I can wear it under makeup without it feeling too heavy or greasy, but it also does a really nice job at hydrating my skin overnight as well. I would definitely recommend trying this if you're looking for a new moisturiser. It is super affordable and very, very similar to the Clinique Moisture Surge. The last couple of bits I have to talk to you about then are face masks, and I don't know about you, but I love using face masks as a little bit of a treat for my skin. I use them once or twice a week, and when I saw that ALDI were doing their own version of a couple of well-known masks, I knew I had to try them out. So the first one is the Lacura Detoxifying and Brightening Purifying Pink Clay Mask, and this is meant to be a dupe of the Sand and Sky Pink Clay Mask. This one cost me £5.99, and when I checked this morning, the Sand and Sky mask costs £41.90. $1.90, which is a massive difference in price for the same amount of product. You get 60 grams worth of product. I've never tried the Sand and Sky mask, even though I've seen it all over Instagram and all over social media. I've wanted to try it for a long time, but I just could not justify the price and spending over £40 on a face mask. So when I saw that ALDI were doing their own version, I thought I had to give it a go to see what it was like. Now obviously I can't compare the difference between this one and the Sand and Sky one, but I can give you my opinion on this one. This also came with a little brush, which is so handy. The bristles are super soft and it applies face masks really well. It just helps to make sure that it's even, and it also stops it from going all over your hands, which is even better. And I use this with all of my face masks now, which is great. So this is what it looks like inside, and as you'll be able to tell if you've seen the Sand and Sky mask, it looks pretty much identical. It's got that same pink colour, and I imagine the consistency and everything is quite similar. As you can see, I've used quite a lot of this face mask, which is great, but it also means I'm going to have to try and replace it, and I'm not sure if they still stock it, but next time I see it in store, I'm definitely going to replace this one. The only thing I would say I found with this mask is that it does ever so slightly sting my skin when I apply it, just for the initial few seconds when it's just applied onto my skin, but once it's dry, it's fine. And when I wash it off, it doesn't leave my skin red or sore or anything. It's just that initial application process where it just makes my skin tingle a little bit, but maybe it's just the product activating and starting to work. It dries really quickly on your skin, and once it is dry, you can see every single little pore and blemish on your face. It really brings that out, which is great because it means that it's getting into every pore and it is really detoxifying and bringing out all of the impurities within your skin. The directions for this mask is to apply an even layer to clean dry skin and allow to work for 10 minutes, and then you just rinse it with warm water, and they recommend that you use it only 1 to 2 times a week. I would be really interested to see the difference between this one and the original Sand and Sky mask, but I just can't justify spending over £40 on a face mask, so for now this one will have to do. But if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the Sand and Sky mask, then I would definitely recommend trying this one. I found that it works really well on my skin and it helps with any impurities and blemishes, so if you're looking to try a new face mask, I'd recommend giving this one a go. The second face mask that I've been loving from ALDI is their charcoal clearing mud mask, which again from the packaging you can see this is meant to be a dupe of the GLAMGLOW super clearing mud mask. This charcoal clearing mud mask balances problem prone skin, and it's clarifying, mattifying and pore minimizing. This one cost me £5.99 and the GLAMGLOW version costs £44, which is an insane amount for a face mask, and you get the same amount of product, which is 50ml. As much as I've wanted to, I've never actually tried the GLAMGLOW mud mask purely because of the price. It is way too expensive for me to be able to justify spending that much on a face mask. It does say at the top on the back though that it is not suitable for sensitive skin, so maybe steer clear of this if your skin is quite sensitive, but for me it has worked really well and I can really feel it drawing out any impurities and excess oil, and it leaves my skin feeling super clean and refreshed afterwards. The directions for using this one is to apply an even layer to clean dry skin and allow to work for 5 to 10 minutes, so the same as the other mask. Again, it says it should be used only 1 to 2 times a week, but every time I have used it, it has worked really well on my skin. And this is what it looks like inside, so as you can see, it looks very similar to the GLAMGLOW mud mask, and you can also see that I've almost finished it as well. It smells really nice as well. It smells almost like tea tree and minty. It just smells really nice. It dries quite tightly on my skin, but it washes off really easily, but obviously because it's quite a dark colour, when you do wet your face to remove it, it can kind of go everywhere if you're not careful. It washes off super easily, but just be aware that because it's quite a dark grey, you can get dark grey splodges all around your sink, but it's fine, it washes off easily. I use this mask in particular when my skin is pretty bad and I've got lots of blemishes, as it really helps to reduce those and clears up my skin too. As much as I would love to try the GLAMGLOW mask to see how it compares, I just can't justify spending that much on a face mask. So for now, I'm going to be sticking with this one from ALDI, which is a brilliant alternative, and I'd recommend trying this one if you love charcoal face masks and you want something to help clear your skin of any blemishes and leave your skin super soft and clean at the same time. Those are all of the different skincare products that I've tried from ALDI, and I have to say I'm really impressed with all of them. I don't quite know how they get away with their dupes because the packaging in particular is so similar to the original that it's meant to be, but I have to say the actual product inside of that packaging is absolutely fantastic, and they make for great alternatives for the product that they're meant to be like at a much more affordable price. Even if you're completely new to skincare and you want to try out a few new things, this is a great place to start because the products are affordable and they're also really good as well. But not only that, if you're looking to maybe add bits to your current routine, or if you just want to try a completely new skincare routine, then I would definitely recommend trying any of the products that I mentioned in this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever tried any of these products, or if there's anything that you recommend that I try that I didn't mention, because I'm always up for trying new skincare products, especially from ALDI. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video.